if anyone can hear me. First off, welcome, thank you. This is my first time doing it, first time commentating over a league race in God knows how long. But I suppose if you can hear me, which I hope you can, then welcome to Wallaby Racing League, season 10, right? I need to double check my fact notes here. But yeah, even so, we are going straight out with tier 4 for this session. So tier 4, this is a pre-season race. Oh, cool. Right, okay. Oh, thank you, Combo Wally, for the message. So it turns out you guys can actually hear me, which is awesome. All right. Yeah. So this is tier 4. Tier 4 for this evening. So we've got quite a few drivers taking part. So the way it works now is a tier 3 and 4 drivers can do, I believe, either or both races if they want to, and you've got to do a minimum of 2 races to be able to get a full-time drive. If there is anyone, if I have, by the way, if I say any miscorrect facts at all during the stream, please let me know in chat, because that would be really awesome if I could be corrected if I say any wrong shit. So we have drivers out tonight. We have Cruda Karma, we have Lucky CGJE, MNLHT, Brandy, Mr. T Gaming, M-Bomb, WRL, Meanie, OAS, Rochi. Again, if you guys are known by other names, I don't know. I recognise some of you, I don't recognise all of you, I'll be honest. Mr. J Swole, Shining Swarm, Matt Skills, Drew Zilla Killer, Rike Ralph, War Machine, recognise that one of course, Ian Mac, X Knights, Jetman, OAS Driver, is that a level league I guess? I don't know. Frizy, of course I know Frizy quite well, and then Non-Stop, CLMOS 5, whichever one it is. Of course as well we've got the new DLC, so our first league or tier race on the new DLC for this game, so F1 26. A lot of different changes. We have, of course, the new battery management mode. So lifting and coasting, and make sure that battery is not on 0% is the biggest thing that's got to be managed in this new DLC. So of course we've got a new handling model as well, but that's honestly probably the biggest challenge for the drivers this evening is managing that battery. Maybe things will get pretty chaotic when it comes to the race, when it comes to people running out of battery pretty quickly. But we have our first time on the board. It is from the Audi driver, a 129.8. Let's go over to him right now. I don't know why I'm going over to him, because he's doing his finish lap, and he probably won't be doing a back-to-back. But even so, we have quite a few drivers out on track. A few drivers in the pit lane wanting to save some tyres. I've got to be honest, I have no idea what the strategy or the best advice of this, because I must admit I've barely played the game myself so far. But hey, we'll learn as we go on. So we've got 3 times on the board so far. I'll actually try and get someone who's on a lap. Looks like Drew Silicula is in fact on a lap. His battery usage is going all over the place. So he's exiting that hairpin, now going towards the very tricky turn 10, where it's incredibly easy to lock up the brakes. We have Rico Ralph, who's now done a 29.1. Again, no idea if that's good or not, but as it's 7 attempts clear so far, I'm going to guess it's pretty solid. I don't think Drew Silicula is in fact on a lap because he's on 100% battery. So I might go someone who is on a lap. Let's go for... it's Frizy on a lap. Frizy looks like he might be on a lap, or he might be just finished one. No, I think he's just finished one. Okay, so who is on one? Okay, looks like M-Bomb is in fact on a lap, so he can finally ride aboard of someone. He's going towards turn 4 using his battery. We've got the overtake. He's got the overtake boost activated as well. It's a nice blue colour for this race. Yeah, he's now going towards the hairpin. Maybe a little bit lift and coast into that to recharge his battery. He's now gone up to 43%. And now he's going to be using it a little bit towards turn 10 there. So, It's worth noting as well, for those that do not know, that any points the drivers score tonight can go towards their future teams when they are picked. So something for the team principals to bear in mind as well when it comes to their selection in the upcoming weeks, about who's already scored points and up. But that also means that any incidents, any wrongdoings, you'll also be slapped on the wrist for this race as well. Which means you could get penalty points, you could get time penalties if you are doing the wrong thing, so make sure you're not. Either way, we've got M-Bomb, who's just completing his lap here, go around the final corner. He is on 0%, I noticed, down the whole back straight. Still on 0%, used all of his battery, but still, not a bad lap, not a bad lap, at 29.5. I think that's good. Who knows? Probably. I'm going to say it's probably good. So good job from M-Bomb. So far we have we've got 20 people in the stream. That's awesome. So hi if you've just joined, and hopefully my commentary isn't too terrible so far. It's been a while since I've done this sort of thing. But M-Bomb's just pulling over, not impeding. Who's on a lap right now? Isn't that skill? Nope, he's in the garage. Maybe I should look at the telemetry on the left before I pick drivers. We got Maney, who's going to start a lap pretty soon. He's driving for the Alpine tonight. I don't believe the teams that you select for this race, their team points carry over. I don't think so. If anyone in chat would like to correct me on that one, but I don't think the team points carry over. I think it's just drivers, right? I think. Oh no. Either way, we've got Maney, who is starting. He's already down to 65% battery, even before he gets to the start-finish line there. Powering down to turn 1. Make sure he doesn't lock the brake. McLaren there, very close to impeding Maney, but he's going through that very nicely. Yeah, using a bit of his boost, powering towards turn 4, and looking good so far. Looking very good. He's going through that quick S. Ooh, that Red Bull very close to getting his way. That could be a very cheeky impede from whoever that was on the Red Bull. Could be Matt Skills, not too sure. Skillsy. Now he's going down towards turn 10. The very tricky right-hander. Ooh, running a bit wide on that curb. Fries, he's retired, so I wonder if he's actually crashed or if he's in the pit lane. No, Fries, it could very well just be a smash into the barriers. No offense, Frizy, I do love you. But he is completely out of the session. Maney is still going. He's actually got a bit more battery compared to what I noticed from M-Bomb's lap earlier. He's still kept a little bit in the tank going towards the final corner. So let's see if he can do a really good lap time here. Okay, fair enough. So if with correction here, I think the points go towards the team they're selected for in the draft. There you go, there you go. And while I'm correcting myself there, Maney pops in a 29.9 for his lap time. So, good job, good job. Alright, who else is on a lap so far? By the way, if you hear kids in the background, there's not much I could do about that. Shining Swarm, is he on a lap? He's down in last place at the moment. He could very well be, because he's using a bit of battery. There's a Red Bull again in the way. Oh, that's a cheeky impede from the Red Bull driver there. Who is the Red Bull? I've got to find that out. So it's either going to be Mr. Gaming, or it's going to be... is it Skillsy? No, not Skillsy. Yeah, it was in fact Mr. T Gaming there who got in the way of McLaren, and that might be our first steward inquiry right there. I'm actually now a steward for this race, so I think I might be busy after this, based on that. But that was definitely an impede, if I haven't already said. So, who is on a lap? So we got Skillsy. I think he's on a lap, going through the very quick right-hander. Down to 16. Oh, a little bit of lift and coast there. Recovers a little bit of battery. Got a little bit more in hand. He's now using the boost button. Almost down to 0, 1, 2%. A little bit of lift and coast in the final corner. Smashing that out. And let's see what lap time he can do. He's now down to 0, using all of the boost available. And he is... Where is he? I got distracted by the kid. He's now in P8. So 29.9 there for a lap time. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Yeah, wholly impede. I do definitely agree there. Alright, who else is on a lap? X-Knights. Might be on a lap. Where are ya? There you are. Alright, so he's now going out to turn 4. He's a Haas driver. Jetman goes fastest with a 29.0. So good job from the Audi man there. Oh, of course, it's worth noticing as well that we've got 2 new spots as well. Nearly never impeded there by another Red Bull. These Red Bulls are really impeding today. So as I was saying, there is also the Cadillacs on the grid. There is 20 drivers though, so but come the actual season grids, when the actual season starts properly, we could have 22 drivers on our hands, which would make things way more spicy than it already is. Is anyone actually driving the Cadillac today? We got yeah, War Machine's in the Cadillac, but he is in the pit lane. Is anyone else? We got he's also in the pit lane. I was going to show the Cadillacs off to the stream, but they are in the pits having a nap. So instead we might go back to X-Knights, who is completing his lap, I believe. There we go, just in time to cross the line, and he does improve to P3 there, a 29.5, so good job. We've still got Jetman on pole so far with 29.0, so good job. We've got Rico Ralph with a... Rico Ralph? Is that how you pronounce it? I have no idea. 29.1, X-Knights 29.5, M-Bomb 29.5, Kudakama 29.6, OS driver 29.7, non-stop is a 29.7 as well. MN, I'm just going to call him MN I guess, 29.8, Maney 29.9, Skillsy 29.9, and Druzilla is currently P11 with another 29.9. Someone just popped up there. I think that was Brandy with a 29.9 as well. So a lot of drivers really close together. In fact, the top 12 so far were definitely within a second. So it looks pretty competitive. We have... How much time do we have left? We have... Let's go through all the settings on here. Oh, we've got 4 minutes, 16 seconds left, of course. So... We've got most people in the pit lane currently about to start their final runs. Anyone does a run now, you are at risk of being impeded. And if you are, then it's probably your fault. At least that's what I was told last season. So, you know, figure that logic out. Anyone currently on a lap though? We've got X-Knights coming back to the pits. Non-stop, is he on a lap? Nope, going to the pits as well. Lovely Haas livery. Brandy just did a lap, so he's not in the pit. So we're just going to wait for the final few drivers to come out on the track. We've got someone coming a bit early there. That is a Mercedes. Don't know why I'm trying to go board with Frozy, as he's already out the session. So that's Rochi out on track right now. He's yet to set a lap time, so... Yeah, he's on a lap currently as well. He's using his battery, going through the hairpin. It's got about 65%. Oh, it's quite wide on the curb though. I might even see if I can go for a little bit of a cheeky, there we go, cheeky TV pod. Especially watches on board as he's powering out, using a little bit of boost now, using his S mode as well. As he's powering down the back straight. I nearly said DRS, but DRS is not a thing, of course, in this game anymore. So instead, it's all just the battery and boost. Ooh, yeah, that's a invalidation. Just slightly too wide off that curve. It's very easy to do. I have no idea what the setups are for this track either. I just have not played this game enough. So we could have some people maybe doing high wings, some people trying low wings. Who knows? It's going to be a real interesting mix when it comes to the race. But it looks like Rochi is trying to go for another lap here, so he might stay on board for the first part. As drivers stream out of the pits, don't get impeded. Ooh, just about okay. Nice and easy into the first corner. Paragon out. Looking pretty good so far. Nice solid opening. Now we're going up to turn 4. M-Bomb has retired. Don't know if he's crashed or if he's just confident with that time. Or maybe wants a nap before the race starts. Who knows? But nice and solid so far from Rochi. Third gear through the hairpin. Keeping it on track mostly. Now going towards the downhill. Turn 10. A little bit of a lock-up, but then... oh, it's almost impossible to not lock up at least a little bit through there. Now powering down to the end of Sector 2. Looking really good so far. Nice steady lap. Alright, as soon as he finishes this, we'll go to another driver. He's going through the penultimate corner. We've got a few shufflings of the pack as well behind. Jetman still currently first. People are still starting the laps. A few people are finishing laps as well. As Rochi crossed the line using all of the battery now going down to 0. And Rochi, okay, well, looked like a decent smooth lap, but it is only good enough for P17 right now at 31.4. Alright, let's go find someone else. Let's go. Oh, Jetman is currently in the final corner, so he's currently on pole position, so we should have a bit of a quicker lap here. He's going for some reason towards the pit wall. Is that a strat on this game I don't know about? Maybe just on solo to his team. No idea why, but hey, he's now going towards turn 1. Nice bit of braking. Solid on the exits. Clipping the inside really nicely. Using his boost, going around to about 50%-ish. Now down towards turn 4. He's using that left-hand side. Oh, that's a little bit of flicking. So I guess we'll still see that on this DLC. Now going through the S. Nice and steady. Right on those curves well. We've got a Ferrari in front. Hope they don't impede. Another flicking towards the corner. Ooh, a little bit of wheel spin on the exit, but not too bad. Downhill right-hander. Oh, it's right-hander. It's left-hander. What am I on about? Taken very, very nicely. Oh, and he's left the session. Wow, that's unfortunate. Instead, I'll go on board with the guy that's currently in second place. We've got Riku. He's going down towards that last end of sector 2. We've now got a new pole setter. It's the other Audi man. It's MM. But will the Alpine driver triple the top? Let's see. Now powering down the back straight. He's got a bit of battery in hand. He's saving a bit more for the exit of the final corner as well, down to 8%. Little bit of, oh, we saw that little bit of lift and coast in the final corner. Powering out the other side, drain all that battery over the start finish line. Is it good enough for pole position? It is a 29.038. So good job from the Alpine driver there. Anyone else finishing a lap? We have OAS driver, who's got no battery left, but he's still finishing. Powering from the final corner. Draining his battery as well. Will this be an improvement? Let's see. It is an improvement to P7, so it's the lap time, a 29.4. So even though it's our first race on our first tier race, our first race on the new DLC, gap's looking pretty close. Everyone in a second up to P14, the Skillsy. So looking really, really close, and Friday somehow is in P15 after missing half the session. Anyone else on a lap? Are we waiting on anyone? Nope, there we go. So I'll take you through our top 10 in a second. Hopefully a whole grid. And then we should be off for an interesting race. Okay, so we've got Rico who's on pole. We've got MN in second. We got Jetman third, Drew Zilla Killer, Brandy, Cruder, OAS Driver, X-Knights, M-Bomb, Nonstop, Shining Swarm, Maney, War Machine, Skillsy, Frizy, Lucky, Rochi, Ian Mac, Mr. MT Gaming, and Jay Swall is the Wooden Spoon, even though technically didn't set a lap, so maybe Mr. T Gaming takes the wooden spoon for tonight. Interesting quali. Quite close gaps. Let's see how we go for the race. And this would be where the Wallaby intro goes in. Once we start a new season, of course. So again, I have no idea on strategy for tonight. I believe it's still a one-stop on this DLC, but we shall see. Driver's just loading their fuel, well, setting the fuel level, maybe making a few minor changes to the setup, maybe deciding the strategy. Do you want to start on mediums? Do you want to start on hards? Who knows? Let's see. Should be interesting. Ready a while here. Maybe I should actually have a little bit of hydration before the race starts. Yeah. So, we've dropped from 20 to 13 people. Maybe people put off by my annoying voice. Can't blame them, to be honest. Still waiting for the drivers to be ready before we can spectate. Taking a while. Oh, here we go. We've got the drivers on the grid. So let's get the telemetry back up. But we got lights out and away we go. We've got the Alpine off to a good start. Ahead of the Audi. Oh, there's two drivers on the back, the grass in the background. No one's going to dive the Alpine though. Oh, someone's gone straight on. Is ghosting on? It's a bit weird. It's strange, but here we go. Where we got Raf in the lead comfortably. We've got a little bit of drama towards the back. I might have to shuffle through, but we've got a few moves going on to turn 4. The Ferrari and the Red Bull going side by side. We've got Jay Swole, who's still in the back. We've got Mr. T Gaming, who's spun around in the background there. We've got a Cadillac and a Ferrari going side by side. We've got good action. The Ferrari going for the outside of the corner here. We've got, this is OAS driver, who's going side by side with Kruda Kama. And looks like Kruda Kama has, in fact, got the position. No one's going to break their front wings going to turn 10. Oh, we've got an Alpine on the inside of a, I think, Haas there. So that was almost an opportunistic move from Maney. But we've still got Raf, who's in the lead ahead of MN. We've got Drew Zillakiller in 3rd and Jetman in 4th. Looks like he has rejoined the session, which is good for him. We've got a few close margins, but it looks like most people have survived the first lap pretty good. We saw a Red Bull who was spinning in the background, but it looks like for the most part no one's hit the barriers yet, so that is good. No one's making a move into the final corner. Everyone's elected to stay behind and wait for the back straight. We've got non-stop going quite wide there, maybe the Ferrari is as well. Looks like we've got movers off a 3rd place. That might be Jetman. Ooh, making it 3 wide, the 2 Audis and the RB driver, and that's Jetman with a nice move. Well, he's gone too wide. He's gone too wide, and he's lost out to Drizzle. In fact, there might be contact as well between the 2 Audis, so not great teamwork, maybe so far from them. In behind is M-Bomb. We now got one Audi around the outside of the other. We've got M-Bomb looking for a cheeky inside move. Will he get both of them? He nearly does. He stuck his nose in there for the inside corner. Now he might dive to the inside. Oh, he thought about it, but he did not dive to the inside of turn 10. The top 3 so far have broken away, and we got a move to the inside of turn 10 from M-Bomb. So that's a very nice move so far. The 2 Audis once again are battling, so there's non-stop action so far through the pack. but this battling is allowing the top two just to break away just a little bit. M-Bomb, who's now made a fantastic start, just trying to keep on to those positions. We've got M-Bomb actually making up 6 positions on the start, so that's actually really, really good. MN has lost the most so far. In fact, both Audis have lost a little bit on the start, which is a bit unfortunate for them, although it looks like we've got Jetman looking for the inside now, side by side through the final corner, and so far looking okay just about. Although this could be another 3-wide action down to turn 1. Who has saved their battery the most? I should actually enable telemetry to find out, but looks like we're all good so far. No one went for any crazy dive bombs. We've got Jetman ahead of MN, ahead of M-Bomb. We might have a quick look down the rest of the pack as well. Actually, maybe not, because we've still got 2 Audis again going side by side, and that is now... There's a little bit of lag there. I think Jetman still got the position. Oh, we got M-Bomb as well, who's also going front. So let's take you through the order. I might go with the Cadillac. Finish off the Cadillac livery. Ooh, close to the back of the car in front there. Rudakama, Shining Swarm, a bit down as well. War Machine is down in 12th. And we got Lucky, who's already got a penalty. Don't know what he's done there. He's just battling away from the McLaren down there as well. Let's take you back with our leader, who's stretching away. He knows the secret of this DLC so far, and he is stretching away from Drew Zilla. We've now got a little bit of a gap forming between Jetman and M-Bomb as well. So maybe a little bit of battery saved. M-Bomb has some action behind. We've got a Cadillac that fingers down the inside of OAS driver. He's got 50% battery, goes side by side, using quite a bit though against the Audi driver of MN. Side by side through the final corner, keeping it nice and clean so far. We don't want too many incidents. Don't want to be too busy tonight with steward stuff. Got shit to do. But they're going side by side, well, either side of the RB driver, M-Bomb being absolutely swamped there by 2 drivers. And that's what happens if you use your battery at the wrong time. You can risk getting swamped by 2 or 3 cars at once. So that's going to be a real challenge for the drivers on this game. A real challenge so far. Alright, we've got a little bit more action. Now we've got a Haas looking maybe to the inside. Again, Rico is just stretching away. I should actually look to see what tyres everyone's on as well. There we go. That's how you find out. So we've got a bit of interesting mix-up on the tyre choice. So we've got Jetman, who's on the softs. We have most drivers out there on the mediums, but MN, maybe that's why he's falling back a little bit, is on the hards. We now got M-Bomb looking maybe for a move, but not quite. He decides to tuck back in behind. Maybe do a little bit more lift and coast to regain the battery. Don't know why there's confetti randomly appearing on track. That's a bit strange. Maybe a visual glitch. Who knows? But again, a nice battle between M-Bomb and OAS driver. Looks like the 2 Audis are finally stretching their legs a little bit and pulling away from the pack behind. We got a little bit of action. Is that MN already into the pits? Sorry, Jetman already in the pits. That is an early pit. I know he's on the softs, but that's still very, very early. Surely it's going to be a 2-stop from now on. Maybe the strategy is a 2-stop. Who knows? Don't know. Again, we're all learning together. So we got a bit of a battle pack. I nearly said DRS train, but that is not a thing anymore. We got another battle again, still going on between M-Bomb and OAS driver. Not quite the switchback. But MM is looking really good considering he's on the hard tyres. Locking down P3. Like, that's pretty good pace. So he could be a pretty good contender for the rest of this race. M-Bomb again, sizing up the car ahead, looking for any which way possible. Ooh, the Cadillac's gone a bit wide. And that could be an opportunity for M-Bomb to sneak past, but he's stuck in behind. There's a little bit more battery. And so all that kind of battery leapfrogging that is going to happen there. Yeah, outside line for the right, but no point doing that move to save your battery for the start-finish straight, because it's going to be your best chance to get past Um, now we got a Haas of non-stop looking interested as well. We've got a lot of cat and mouse different strategies, and non-stop as well has a lot more battery than the two in front. So we could be sizing up and maybe taking both drivers down the straight here. As we've got M-Bomb going for a move, but looks like he might be, yeah, they're both out of battery, and that's non-stop looking to take up maybe 2 positions. No, just the one, just the one. Need to calm down a little bit. There's just the one position for non-stop there, but still he is, looks like he's on top of the battery management, and he is sizing his way through the pack a little bit. A little bit of action further down. We've got Shining Storm, who's also in the pit lane. So he's going to join Jetman at the back of the field on hard tyres. We've also got Frizy, who's got picked up a penalty. How you pick up a penalty by lap 6, I do not know. But yeah, that's going to be tricky for him during the rest of the afternoon. But so far, we've got a nice battle pack for the kind of lesser points positions. Again, though, we've got our leader who's out front, just kind of pulling away bit by bit. Over Drew Zillakilla, we've got another yellow flag out there. Looks like one of the Ferraris has, in fact, spun around. Is that Jetman, maybe? No, Jetman's in the Audi. Is it Mr. J Swole then? Yeah, probably J Swole. So it looks like, has he damage on the front wing? Maybe? Too sure. But looks like he... Oh, no, he has. He has completely... No? Maybe my eyes are blind. No, he does in fact have a full front wing there. And I don't believe there's any damage there either. Yeah, I gotta admit, I agree actually. The caddy does look good under the lights of Bahrain. Like, it looks really not bad. I'm gonna go back on board with... Let's go AOS driver here. That Cadillac actually really does look... Well, wait. No, that's Mercedes. I swear I won't make too many mistakes tonight. War Machine's in the Cadillac. Where are you? There we go. Honestly, it really does look quite nice under these lights. But let's get back on with the action. So we've got Non-Stop, who is chasing down the Ferrari ahead. So a bit of a battle pack as well. From P4 down to P7, all within a second of the car ahead. Then we've got a battle pack behind Maney as well, down to P11. So you can see not too much field spread. The drivers all fairly close to each other. I guess as they're all trying to understand how to harvest battery and how to get the best speed possible. But so far, keeping it pretty clean as well. Not too much in the way of incidents so far that we have seen, at least anyway. We'll probably go through incidents and things like that later in the race. But we've got a Haas looking for the inside of the Ferrari. Oh yeah, so maybe saving it for a better opportunity. And they are down. Who is the Haas? That is X-Knights, I believe. Yep. Oh no, hang on. No, it's Non-Stop, sorry. Non-Stop looking for a move down the inside of the Ferrari, and looks like he will pretty easily get that done. We have, looks like M-Bomb is fighting another driver yet again. It's going to be OAS driver again. They're challenging up to turn 4, looking for a cheeky inside move. But honestly, there's no point really going for a dive bomb and risking it all when you're going to run out of battery on the next straight anyway. Sometimes it's better to just stick behind, charge that battery up, and then try again when you think you have an advantage. We got Lucky, who's got another time penalty, because I'm pretty sure he had one before as well. We also have M-Bomb has now got a penalty. Missed that one. Rochi has got a penalty as well. So a few penalties being picked up so far. One thing I noticed actually when driving this game myself, it is easier to accidentally go off track just because the dimensions of the car is... Well, it's different. So your track references, how wide you can push track limits, is all different now on this new DLC. So we might even get more penalties being dished out as drivers are still trying to get used to that, well, car width, I guess. Even though Bahrain, I feel, isn't really a track you get that many penalties up, these drivers are proving me wrong. As M-Bomb still looking to challenge OAS driver down the start finish straight. He's got no battery left, but he's going for it anyway. He's already running out, but looks like the Cadillac has also run out. They're both on 0% as they go down towards turn 1, and that's M-Bomb again for the position. Let's see if Non-Stop has saved more of his battery. He does, so he's just waiting patiently behind. Waiting for the best moment to get... Oh, looks like a dummy to the inside. Ferrari. And we've got Jetman who's retired. And is that a safe... No, he's retired in the pit lane. Okay, never mind that. I was getting too excited there. So Jetman has retired in the pit lane for... Don't know why, considering he was still... Yeah, his position still looked pretty solid. Yeah. Bit of a shame for him. So we keep going now with 19 drivers out there. Mr. T Gaming is rounding things out. Frizy for some reason on the soft tyres. I don't know why. Well, you know what? Hopefully that works for you. But you can kind of see there from the gaps. MN actually is starting to rein in the car in front of him on those hard tyres. His hard tyres are getting up to speed really quite well. We've got a Red Bull who's ghosting through them. That must be Mr. D Gaming, who has picked up another penalty there. But that could be a interesting battle brewing pretty soon. Those mediums must be starting to die on a lot of the cars around him. So he could be one who could be threatening for a potential win here, I feel. The pole time was a 29 flat, I believe. So like 29.0. Okay, let's go down the grid a little bit. So we've got Skillsy, I think, just made a move. Or no, he's just passing people in the pit lane. My bad. But let's feature Skillsy a little bit. He's just cruising around in P9. He's kind of fallen off the back of the pack head a little bit, but he's not doing too bad. Keeping it nice and clean. We've got OAS driver is also now pitted. So he's gone from mediums to medium. So I guess he is, in fact, on a 2-stop. So when I said 1-stop was best at the beginning, turns out I know nothing. It is, in fact, maybe a 2-stop. Or maybe we've got to split his judges. Who knows? But he has, in fact, rejoined ahead of Kurudakama, who is on the harder tyres. What other battles are out there? Gap's pretty spread out. Honestly, this is the closest battle so far. We've got MN still within 1 second of Drusilla Killer. And we've got X-Knights looking actually pretty close behind Maney so far. Where is he? Okay, that's looking pretty close. But looks like everyone's just kind of settling down a little bit, getting into a rhythm. Maybe I should go back on board with Kurudakama here. As that now looks like a more interesting battle. Hard tyres versus the mediums. And maybe the hard tyres is just a better tyre on this game, on this new DLC. Who knows? So that's quite wide from the Cadillac, I feel. Looking to where well, there's M-Bob now pits. He's going to emerge somewhere around these guys. So I might actually stay on board. X-Knights looks like he's got past. Whoever is that was Maney. So they're battling ahead. Kurudakama, will he go for a move down here? Looks like he just does not have the battery. And that's the thing. You could be followed behind, but if you have no battery, it's going to be really tricky to get the move done as they pull out just ahead of M-Bomb exiting the pit lane. Let's go on board with some other drivers. Brandy is looking pretty close to Non-Stop here. So they're battling over current P4. They haven't pitted. A Red Bull goes wide, but that's again Mr. T Gaming, who is quite far down. But so far, it's all about when you pick your opportunities of when to overtake. When's the best time to? My voice is running dry. It's been a while since I've done this. MN looking pretty close behind Drusilla Killer as well. And he's got a lot of battery, I've noticed. So he is looking pretty good to get this move done on the next straight if he wants it. Bit of a hydration break there. Ooh, that's a little cheeky and a bit too cheeky from MN as he gets a speeding in the pit lane penalty. So that was an aggressive move, but unfortunately did not pay out for MN there as he chops in front of his rival and picked up a penalty instead. He does emerge ahead of Drew Zillakiller in the pits as the Red Bull goes through there. Must be skillsy. And these guys are going to emerge ahead of OAS driver as well. So this is the net battle for second, which is unfortunate because MN was looking pretty good. Misty Gaming again gets another penalty. We've got more drivers in the pits as well. But yeah, so that means the top 6 still on the original medium tyres. They are probably looking to do the one stop at this stage, I feel. MN definitely could be also on the no! MN started on hards. He's now back on... Oh, I guess he's doing the 2 then. Drew Zillakiller could be doing the one stop. Who knows? Maybe he wants to chuck on some softs and mediums at the end. But he's got to babysit those tyres to make them go the whole distance. But yeah, it looks like the top 5 drivers are in fact sitting out probably for a one-stop strategy. We got Rico, who is still looking very comfortable out in the lead. An 8-second gap over Brandy behind in the Aston. Let's go on board with him. And in fact, he's now into the pit lane. So I expect he'll probably go onto hard tyres here and just to complete the one stop. But who knows? Maybe he'll throw up a curveball. And no one else behind decides to box either, which is interesting. So that is the hard tyres going on. So he might emerge around that MN battle, but let's see. So we've got Maine, he's now got a 3-second time penalty. Looks like he's emerging just behind an Audi, so it's just behind MN actually, so he's right in the middle of this battle. So behind MN and in front of Drew Zillakiller, so that looked very, very close. There is only 1 lap difference of tyres, but it could make all the difference. We've got another yellow flag. That's someone going to the pit lane. Nope, looks all good. So the Alpine might looking to get past pretty soon. We'll stick on board for a while, as this is the battle for the net lead. Yeah, the top driver's still looking good. Non-stop has... Oh, he's going side by side with the Aston of Brandy. They're looking pretty close together. These guys have yet to stop, of course. So, I wonder if they'll do it at the end of this lap. We'll see. Non-stop again has a lot of battery compared to his rival, but not looking to go. Oh, actually, I take that back. Brandy has also a lot of battery, if not more. So, are they both going to use it now? Nope, we got non-stop into the pit lane. Let's go on board with our... Oh, we got Alpine as well, peeling off to the pit lane there. That looks like it is Maney. Yep. Oh, Maney's also got a pit lane speeding infringement. Oh, dearie me. That's going to affect his race, unfortunately. MN is our default race leader once all the stops shake up. Although, bear in mind, he is also on the 2-stop compared to potential 1-stop strategy for the drivers behind. We've got Rico and Zilla not far behind. Looking for a move from Rico there, but not decides to back out of it. As they're actually tucked up behind Skillsy. Oh, dive to the inside from MN there. Will Skillsy fight this? He might. It's a pre-season race, so why not? It's not really for anything too serious. Yeah, why not give it a good fight? It's no blue flags, you'd have to let person swipe past. Rochi's got time penalty. Will MN go for the move at the back straight? He will try to, and looks like he will get the position. Oh, as the kids decide to come into the room and annoy me. Alright. Alright. Do you want to say hi, Summer Freya? Oh, there you go. Alright. Go on. Sorry, it's a pause in the action. We got kid duty. There you go. Alright. Anyway, so what have I missed? We have the Alpine on the back of the RB there. This is the battle for basically a top 3 in this race so far. We have Rico looking for the move on the inside of Drew Zillakiller. Right, actually on board. We've still got the RB in front, but the Alpine might go for a move up the back straight. And he's not quite far enough alongside. As Mr. T Gaming is definitely going for the award for the most penalties for the night. And, oh, contact! A bit of contact there. Ooh, cheeky. As we now got OAS driver looking for a move. No, not quite. What if there's damage? Is there damage on Drusilla there? There was definitely a little bit of contact between the two of them. Frizy gets a penalty as well for the pit lane. And we got... oh, a little bit wide there from OAS driver. I think he's been forced off by M1 potentially. Didn't quite get a good angle of that, unfortunately. But the two RBs are going side by side. Unfortunately, I've got to be honest, I don't have anyone in this tier added, so I can't add you. If anyone is listening and happens to be in the lobby, please add X-Knights. He unfortunately did disconnect, but I don't have anyone added in this lobby, I'll be honest. If next time, if I do this a regular thing, I will actually try and add people. So we've got a Cadillac going for the move up the inside of the RB, and that's a nice move, but has he got enough battery? He's got a bit, but M-Bomb might be going for the move back down the inside. We've got the final three people who are boxing now. So that's a real nice stint to the last 15 laps on the medium tires. I think that was Brandy there, so good job to him. Although he's going to plummet down the order for now. I think X-Knight's AI has unfortunately put him on soft tyres. That's really unfortunate. But really hope someone can give him an invite back into the lobby. Yeah, no AI, why soft? I feel for you. I feel for you, X-Knights. That's real unlucky. Can I give him an invite back? I can't view him out. Okay, yeah. I need to add you as a friend first. Sorry, X-Knights. Hopefully someone can add you back. Again, I'll make sure I have people added for next session. I do this with a lot of technical difficulties before, and I just didn't get a chance to do that. Yeah. So, let's look at the actual full order for a second. So, as we're now halfway through the race, we have MN in the lead, but he does have a 10-second penalty. And I believe he's also on a 2-stop as Frizy gets no penalty. We have Rico, who is looking pretty good in second place. He's on the freshest tyres out of the top bunch. We have Drusilla Killer in third. We have OS Driver on the mediums as well, also probably doing a 2-stop. Looking pretty good. M-Bomb has been battling pretty much the whole race, looking nice in P5. Also with a penalty though. Cruda Karma looking good in P6. Could be on a 1-stop, who knows. Non-stop, I would say definitely is on a 1-stop. So he can't no-stop this race. He's actually on a 1-stop, of course. That was a very, very bad joke. But yeah, he's looking good in P3. Brandy as well, the freshest tyres out of anyone there. Looking good in P8. Maney in P9. War Machine is looking threatening behind Maney in P10. Poor X-Knights still going in this race, but he's now his AI is boxed into softs. But you know what? If you can regain control, you can still do stuff there, X-Knights. So I hope you do rejoin. Skillsy, not too bad in P12. Also on pretty fresh tyres. He's only just boxed. Shining Storm behind him in the McLaren. We've got Rochi, who's quite far down with a penalty as well. And then we have J-Swole in the Ferrari. Then we got Lucky in the Mercedes in P16 with quite a few penalties as well, I'm pretty sure. Ian Mack is at a very lonely race down in P17. Frizy has had some adventures, especially with the penalties' sake, in P18. And Mr. T Gaming, who is out for a Sunday drive in P19. And has also picked up quite a few penalties. Let's go back to the front. We have MN, who is holding off Rico there. Well, there you go, side by side towards turn 4. He's thinking about it. In the background, we have another battle between M-Bomb and OAS Driver. Nothing going there. Nothing yet. Okay, so they're the main battles on track so far. Again, M-Bomb's looking very, very racy. I think I've raced M-Bomb a few times in the past. He's a pretty good driver. And proving again his worth tonight. Bear in mind that future TPs could be looking at the stream and could be using this race as a guide for who to pick in upcoming selections. So it is also good to impress while you're out there. And we got some drivers definitely doing that. Shining Swarm has got a penalty, so unfortunate for him. M-Bomb might have a penalty, but he's looking very, very racy behind, well, everyone today so far. MN and Rika at front are also looking pretty close. So is there a move into the first corner? Oh, sorry, final corner. Probably not, but maybe into the first one there might be a move. Ooh, close behind the rear end though. Important not to lose your front wing at this stage of the race. You don't want to do that. Oh, so we've got OS driver into the pit lane. He is definitely nailed on for a 2-stop, probably boxing onto the hards now. And he could be one to watch towards the end of the race. He'll fall down the order, but he could pick it back up. I'm also surprised there's been no safety cars this race so far. There's been no VSCs, no safety cars. Like, where's the drama that Tier 4 promises? Like, it's not here. Where's it gone? I need some drama. I need some spice. Oh well. There's still a bit of time. Still 10 laps left. So, we have MN ahead of Rico. We've got Non-Stop. He's pretty close still behind Kurudakama. We've got some more drivers battling. OS driver has emerged in front of Skillsy. And he's in fact got position there in P11. So he's got quite a bit of a fight back to do on that 2-stop compared to the other 1-stop. And his laps are, well, his tyres are around 5 to 10 laps fresher than those ahead of him. So he could pull it back. We've got Kurudakama who's just been overtaken by Non-Stop. Kurudakama's on the oldest tyres on the front bunch of drivers. He's on 9 laps old. Non-Stop on the fresher tyres, so that makes sense. Alright, my son needs help, clearly. I have no idea if he got there in stream. Alright, so MN, again, looking really good up front. I think Rico... Well, Rico's going to have to move now, actually. So, but he saved enough battery. A nice, sensible move down into turn 1. Oh, I say that, and he has gone a bit wide on the exits. But looks like he has got it somewhat under control. MN, is he going to for a move up to turn 4? Maybe. Not quite. Okay. Just doesn't have the battery, unfortunately. War Machine is in the pit lane. He is boxing. Must be also on a 2-stop. He's going for another set of hard tyres. So he could still maybe get some points in this race. Could do something. Who knows? X-Knight's still out there on the soft tyres. At least his AI is. Wait, has he rejoined? I missed that. Nope. His AI is still driving around. Ask War. I doubt War's listening to this. I'm also not in the tier 4 chat as well, which makes things a little bit more tricky. Ooh, bit of a slide there from Kurudakama. His tyres are probably dying a bit. MN has not given it up though. He's still within 4/10 of Rico, and they both have not much battery, so it could get interesting between the two of them, especially towards the end of this race. But I'll bear in mind, MN I'm pretty sure has to do another stop. Let's go through some of the stuff. So this is a penalty situation. So we've got 10 seconds, of course, for MN. We've got 3 seconds for M-Bomb, 13 for Maney, 3 for the War Machine. We've got Maney who's now picked up another one, so he's now on 16 seconds. So he's probably going to fall way out the top 10 with those penalties at the end. Frizy has a lot as well, and Mr. T Gaming definitely has the award for the most penalties tonight so far. So we've got the current tyre. So we have War Machine who's completed the second stop, same with Shining Swarm. OS Driver is the first of the 2 stoppers so far. Skillsy's now got a time penalty, so lucky for him. And the best drivers in terms of who's going to get driver of the day, J-Soul's looking pretty good, up to 6 positions. M-Bomb, non-stop, also pretty good, 5 each. OS driver, although bear in mind, he is going to make a fight back, so probably going to recover those 3 positions he's lost so far. He has lost 3 though, Brandy 2, and X-Knights 1, of course. And that is MN, as predicted in the pit lane. He's going to fall wow down the order now with his 10-second penalty. So we're going to watch him just stay stationary in his box and have a cup of tea while saving that penalty. What sort of lap times? You know what? Let me find out for you. After watching this penalty, of course. Okay, so let's go race director. So they're the instants so far, the stops. So, Rico's laps. So, he started with 132s, 133s. On the hard tyres so far, he is into the 132s, setting pretty consistent lap times. In the 132s there. His tyres might be starting to die though a little bit because he's now gone to the late 132s, but there you go. That's his lap time so far. Hopefully that helps Stormy. Alrighty, so we got Ian Mack also with a penalty now. But yeah, things are pretty spread out. We got Brandy who's closing up to the back of. Oh, we got a yellow flag. Is that Ferrari or J-Swole? He's gone for another adventure. Yes, it is. Maybe he's looking for that safety car, but no avail so far. Nope, no safety car for you, sir. None at all. Alright, we got Kruder, Karma, who's looking pretty feisty behind. Oh, actually, sorry, the Aston Martin. Oh, we got a 3-way battle here, actually. Between Non-Stop, Kruder, Karma, and Brandy. Brandy's on the fresher tyres of the bunch, and looks like he's getting a position now. Oh, not quite, not quite. Again, probably does not have the battery for it. Mr. T Gaming again getting a time penalty. That is unfortunate for him. But Non-Stop's looking pretty good. Kruder Karma's tyres are probably giving up. They're probably squealing in protest. Will he get to the end is going to be the ultimate question. But yeah, top 3 looks like they've got themselves in a pretty good rhythm. I doubt they'll be coming in again. Non-Stop might be able to close M-Bomb down, especially with that penalty. In fact, Non-Stop looking pretty good for a podium. Although Brandy as well, also looking pretty good. As Mr. T gets disqualified. Well, that was bound to happen, wasn't it? Bound to happen. Would a disqualification cause a safety car? I think it would. Mercedes drivers, by the way, not looking too good in this race. They are both down the back. But they're still battling. So J-Swall's battling with Rochi, and Rochi goes all the way around the outside of J-Swall there. So nice move. Just a shame it's for 16th place. So all a near dive to the inside, and I'm missing the front battle while looking at this one. Brandy has been overtaken? No, he's overtaken Kruder Karma. And now he's going to set his sights on Non-Stop. So actually, Brandy is looking probably best for that P3 position. OAS driver, I just don't think we'll be able to catch up in time. MN now sets a new fastest lap of the race with a 1:31.3. He is, of course, on pretty brand new medium tyres, and he's trying to make a comeback after that penalty as well. Battling away with Skillsy, looking for the outside line into turn 4. They're keeping it pretty respectful. Skillsy is defending, though. He's within his rights. And unfortunately, no way past for MN so far, but a pretty good feisty battle there. But it's probably only inevitable that MN will get the position. They're both trying to salvage their battery. Traction race there. Will he look for the move down into turn 11? Looks like he will. MN, oh no, MN's not. He's choosing patience. He's choosing the ways of wisdom and learning that you can only lose battery if you overtake too early. Again, what is with that confetti on that outside of that corner? I'm not the only one that saw that one, right? As we've got Non-Stop looking... Yeah, it looks like he has got past Crew to come there as well. I saw a position change. Oh no, sorry, it's Brandy that's got past Non-Stop. So Brandy has now actually got up into P4. And he's actually pulled clear quite... Wow. Got not much battery left. In fact, Non-Stop has a bit more than him. Crew to Karma about the same as Non-Stop. But Brandy definitely has the tyre advantage. And he's going to set his sights in chasing down M-Bomb. Could he catch True Killer by the end of the race? Maybe. Depends on his pace. It's definitely possible. As MM, by the way, has definitely got past Skillsy there. This is in fact the closest battle on track. Let's go back on board of our leader. He is looking solid out front. He's going to be the top pick for either tier 3 or tier 4. But his pace has been pretty impressive so far. From what I've seen, no mistakes. He's kept the lead for the whole race pretty much. Yeah, look, pretty dominant. Hopefully I'm not going to do a commentator's curse on him. But as there's no random engine failures in this game, I'm sure he'll be fine. We have Brandy, who's already closed the gap down to M-Bomb. His pace is actually really impressive. He's got no battery, but he has also now set the fastest lap of the race on those hard tyres. So Brandy is one to watch, looks like, so far. And considering some people are behind on mediums, that's a pretty serious lap. He's probably dunked a lot of his battery to do it, but even so, pretty good pace. And looks like he is sizing up M-Bomb for the move into the podium positions. Haven't even decided, by the way, if I'm going to do interviews. Probably not, to be honest. Yeah, probably not. We'll see, we'll see. Me doing this makes me wonder how commentators in the real life F1 do it every race weekend, especially on the really boring races. Like, what do they actually talk about for a lot of it? Maybe we give Crofty a bit too much shit sometimes. Whoa, that's a Ferrari in the barrier. Whoa, that was... Is that Crew to Karma? And that is, in fact, a full course safety car. That is Crew to Karma into the barriers. Maybe we're talking about, what do we talk about as actually jinxed it? Is it a safety car or is it VSC? It hasn't come on my screen yet. But either way, it's a full yellow on track. And we saw that in the background there. The Ferrari skating across the track. Must have got a bit too much of a spin on the exit curb. Although there's only a few laps left to go. Is it full safety? I'm supposed to be VSC, I guess. We've got some drivers coming to the pit lane though. We got Main into the pit lane. We got Rico who's still out into the lead. No, Mr. Rich with VSC. And unfortunately, Drew Killer has in fact got a 20-second penalty. Look, he's also going to drive through for a penalty under VSC. This is going to change the story massively. Brandy's now looking good for P2 here, with 2 penalties now in front of him. So he's now looking very, very good in this race. Non-Stop could also still get a podium as well. But that is an unfortunate set of penalties to finish off this race. Crew to Karma's still in the points, considering he sort of spearing off to the barriers. But he was also the one on the oldest tyres in the field. So those tyres, I guess, did cry enough. That really long stint was not good for the Hearts. M-Bomb is looking again really racy behind. Who was that? Druzicula's actually got a drive-through. I came on my screen as 20-second penalty, but I guess it's a drive-through instead. So that's going to drop him wow down the order. In fact, Lucky's also now got a pit lane speeding penalty. So the stewards are having a field day with these penalties today. M-Bomb's now looking racy against Brandy. Brandy's actually caught to the back of him. So, honestly, a few more laps and Brandy could also be threatening the leader as well. So that's really, really impressive pace. Zillakiller is going to emerge in P7. So, has he still got that penalty? Let's have a look. Yeah, still says he's got 20 seconds. Wait, so how does that work? You got 20 seconds for the speed into the VSC, and he did a drive-through. Oh no, sorry, he did a pit stop. Okay, I don't know why would he do a pit stop that late on? Maybe he thought he had a drive-through, but then it actually turned into a pit stop. Ah, maybe. Well, that's really unfortunate. Not only is he going to have 20 seconds, he's also now lost 20 seconds in the pit lane changing tyres for really no reason. So that's really unfortunate. His pace is looking really strong in this race, and it's now come for naught, pretty much. Still got some battles out there. Skillsy hanging on with Krudakama behind him. We now have Brandy, who's actually taken over second place, chopping in front of M-Bomb, and that is honestly well-managed race from him so far. Within 5 seconds of the leader, so honestly really, really good. Speaking of which, our leader is on the final lap. He is cruising out there with a dominant drive. Non-stop as well, looks like he might still get M-Bomb. It's going to be really close. MN has... where is he? Oh, they're battling MN and Druzilla. These guys were second and third at the start of the race, and now they are 6th and 7th. We've got MN looking for the inside on the final lap. Ooh! A move around the outside instead for Druzilla. He still hangs on to it. Even though he's got that penalty looming over, he's still not going to give this one up. He's going to fight to the death. So which is, yeah, fair away. Good spirit. We got X Knights. Is he still ghosting? Yes, he is. But you know what? Your AI has done you proud, X Knights. It's done you really, really proud. You're still in P11. You've got Maney bearing down on you, but you also, remember, you don't have a penalty. So you will keep that P11. In fact, what's more? War Machine's penalties. Don't know. Either way, we're going to go back on board with the leader. Raiko has, in fact, won the race. I nearly missed it. We have Brandy coming across in second, M-Bomb in third, Non-Stop coming in fourth, but Non-Stop has, in fact, got the position with the penalty situation. We have OAS Driver now coming across in fifth. The two-stop sadly did not work for him today. And then we have MN, who salvaged things in P7. Oh, P6. Druzilla Killer in P7. But maybe Skillsy will take over that position. Where is he? Oh, he's going side by side with the Ferrari across the start-finish line. That's a very, very close gap between the two of them there. And looks like most drivers are finished, just waiting on X Knights, whose ghost car will be coming across now, just ahead of Maney. There you go. Quite enjoyable race. GG from everyone in Tier 2 and 3 this evening. Hopefully my commentary skills haven't been too bad, but we have Rico Raff, who has won ahead of Brandy, ahead of Non-Stop, ahead of M-Bomb, OAS Driver, and then P6, Krudakama, P7 after speeding the wall and losing front wing, Skillsy, P8, War Machine, P9, Druzilla Killer with the unfortunate drive-through / 20-second penalty at the end in P10, X Knights, who spent most of the race ghosted in P11, mainly P12, and then the rest afterwards. So, good race. Hopefully everyone, well, the 20 people I guess watching enjoyed it. It's my first time commenting for Wallaby Racing League. Yeah, it was quite fun. So in about an hour, or less than an hour, so actually, there will be a Tier 3 race as well. So make sure you tune in for that. We've got two different commentators as well for that. So rather than just listening to one annoying voice, you get to listen to two annoying voices. I'm just kidding. They're probably better at it than I am. But race winner is in fact Rico Raff. We've got Kurudakama, who's picked the fastest lap. Driver of the day is Brandy. Same with most overtakes, and same with cleanest driver. In fact, he did put up a really good show out there. He got from P5 to P2, so maybe he will get driver of the day. Although, to be fair, Non-Stop's gone from P10 to P3 as well, so also really good. Skillsy, P14 to P8, another shoutable one. Some drivers had a few issues out there, so lost some places towards the end. Kurudakama did get the fastest lap with a 130.1, and you can see the rest of the field there with their race positions. Quite a few penalties picked up tonight, but it is only the first race of the new season, so that's what you expect. It's what you expect, really.